Hey guys, nice seeing you here on JAEKA. This week we have visited another French island called Marie-Galante and we stopped at two main cities, St. Louis and the capital Bourg. We also figure out how rum is made and few other interesting things, so let me show you all of them. After staying in Guadeloupe for a week, we headed directly to another French island, Marie-Galante. Christopher Columbus named this island in honor of the flagship Marie-Galante. We have interesting navigation today. We set sail when we were leaving Guadeloupe to Marie-Galante, and on our navigation system we see that we are approaching not the anchorage at all we planned to, but Jack said, hey, let's keep sailing, because our anchorage we are planning to stay is kind of in the middle of the island, of course on the shoreline, but it's covered, it's around the mountain. So plus there is a current between Guadeloupe and Marie-Galante's strong one, and we keep sailing, and then kind of in the middle of our trip we see that there is a wind, of course, pushing us. And we turning, and we see that we're gonna approach exactly the anchorage we planned to, and we have left like maybe a couple of miles to do. So good technique, Jean, bravo. And now the mountain protects us from the wind and we're moving much slower, but still engine is still off and we were approaching the shore trying to stay without the engine as long as we can. Wanna be alone with my highs and lows. We have just arrived in St. Louis in Marie-Galante, and approaching to the shore was kind of tricky thing. Again, there were a lot of fishing buoys on the way, and normally they are white, they take those white plastic boxes, but this time they were black because they were fully covered with the shells, so even with the daylight we were not able to see them. So my suggestion is never try to approach this place at the night because you will never arrive. We had only one evening in St. Louis and we tried to know more about this little village within only few hours. So what it says here?
It is to remember people who died for the first war, 1914 to 1918. And nobody knows about my highs and lows. Wanna be alone with my highs and lows.
Those colorful boats behind, one of the main reasons why we got here in St. Louis, because before, probably not anymore, when fishermen come back from fishing at the end of the day, they put those boats on the beach and the entire beach was filled with the colorful boats. It was beautiful view. But now they have ways, they drop anchors, probably they swim to the shore, so things changed. We just got on a boat from shore, sitting here on the cockpit and watching the sunset. Jacques just prepared some aperitif. For dinner we are having last piece of tuna, and that's the way we're gonna spend this evening here in Marie-Galante. Moving along the coast, we're heading to Bourg, which is the capital of Marie-Galante, or less bigger cities where people are living. St. Louis, we are living now, and Sture. It's kind of on the southeastern coast, so we are not going to visit it. There are around 11,000 people living on the entire island, and from this point we can clearly see Guadeloupe with its huge mountains, and behind me Les Sands, which is our next destination. We get inside the port to see if we can anchor out somewhere around as it's moving outside, but no, we have to come back. We have just anchored out outside the port. Finally, this place is not so bad, huh?
Yeah, we have rock here.
We've seen worse places. Well, we will survive. At the beginning of 19th century, Marie-Galante acquired the nickname "an island with 100 mills." There were over 100 windmills to process sugar cane. The cane juice was transformed into sugar or rum. Nowadays, economy is based on tourism and small distilleries, and we could not resist visiting a small rum distillery. That's the place where, after all the production we've just seen, they put rum in bottles. We are in a room where the final process happens. The entire process takes around 1 month. 1 week for the preparation, and at the time the rum is ready, it's already 73 degrees. After 3 weeks, the rum will sit in these big barrels, and at the time they put it in a bottle, they will mix it with the water, and it's gonna be around 40 degrees. And here on the left, it's called old rum. It will sit here in these small barrels for 8 years, and that's gonna be something more expensive. And it will stay at 73 degrees. Now the tasting comes. So?
Very, very good.
How many degrees? This one? 50?
50 degrees. 50 horsepower.
So can you describe the taste?
Give a very good taste after.
They're gonna give us a class of French cooking. So what we're having for lunch?
Croque monsieur.
What is it?
It is this kind of bread, ham.
You put butter, right?
Yeah, butter, cheese,
cheese,
salt and pepper, and on the pan.
cook either side, right? And there is an egg also. There are two actually types, right? One with the egg on the top and the other one without.
With the egg, it is croque madame.
With egg, croque madame means female, right?
Yeah.
And the other one is a male. We also visited the Habitation of Murat. We had to walk about 45 minutes to see this historical place. The mill Murat is an agricultural windmill of Habitation Murat. The mill has been classified as a historical monument since 1991. Now we are in the heart of the Habitation du Murat. This is a place that's owned by the government and it's free of charge, anyone can visit it. But before it was a private place. It's Murat, that's a person from France who came here in Marie-Galante. He married a woman, local woman, and he bought this place. It was small at the beginning, and he started building and growing this place, and it was a sugarcane production. He built this huge home for him, which is behind me, this lake, and there were 300 slaves working for him for years. And it lasts for maybe like 20 or 30 years. What happened after, I don't know to him, but now it's a place that the government owns and that belongs to the France, and nobody can buy this place or build something on it. It's really like a memory to remember that hard time for slaves. Behind me is old windmill, and Marie-Galante is famous for its windmills. There are more than 100 of them across the entire island. Behind me is a factory where slaves were working day and night, actually ruins of the factory. On all signs around it says don't go inside because it's about to be destroyed completely. But it's really impressive to see this place and imagine, we can just only imagine how was the life of that people. This is a home where slaves were living. There were few of them like that. Only one remained. And of course it's not a home for one. Local mailbox. Microwave. We walk maybe like 45 minutes from Bourg to see this heritage, the Murat. And now to come back, we don't have power, so we stop at the first place available. Now we're drinking and we're gonna have some food here. On our way back, we happened to tow a big boat that had a problem with the engine just by pushing her with our dinghy and the help of other locals. One important lesson we've learned from visiting small villages like here in Marie-Galante and other surrounding islands: if you want to see people on streets and open businesses and really feel the lifestyle of the city, visit it by noon. Normally in France what happens is people have a lunch break for like 1 hour and a half. They close at 12:30 and they reopen at 2. But here we mentioned they start closing businesses at 1 and they never reopen. So that's kind of local thing. But otherwise, people are so nice. When you're walking on a street, like almost all people say hello to you. They smile, they say hello. And like yesterday, we were sitting in a bakery eating something small for like 5 minutes. The very first person who came in, he said bonjour, like hello, bon appetit, enjoy your meal. And it's like you feel they do it with their heart. So that's touched me and Jacques too. Thank you guys for staying here with us in Marie-Galante. And next week we are going to visit another French island, a chain of islands called Les Saintes. And show me how you like this movie. Yeah? And see you in 7 days. See you. Bye-bye. Find out more about our adventure by watching our previous episodes and subscribe to our channel to get our future episodes right away.